So we're talking the chalk. These are tire. You're gonna chalk this tire. It's gonna be two chalks. You're gonna put one here. You're gonna put one here. Good job. That's all. All right. But I already got them chalked, so I know that. But I'm gonna let her see me physically walk around there and look at my chalks and point to them. My wheels are chalked. The key is in my pocket. Okay. All right. I'm gonna step back out here in front of the truck. I'm gonna look at the front of my truck. First thing I'm gonna say about the front of my truck is I don't see any puddles up under my truck. Puddles might indicate engine oil, transmission oil, engine coolant. It could indicate all three of those. But there's nothing under my truck. It's dry. No puddles, no liquids under my truck. It's good. Means my truck is not leaking anything. So all that's good. The next thing I'm going to tell her and him is my truck is not leaning. My truck is sitting level all the way across. If my truck was leaning, that could indicate a couple of problems. The first one is might be a suspension problem. It could indicate a suspension problem if my truck was leaning. The next problem it could indicate is if I had a low air pressure in one of my tires. Make my truck lean. But it's not. It's set level, and that's all good there. The next thing I'm going to call out is my clearance and marker lights on top of the cab. My clearance and marker lights on top of the cab of the truck. And I'm going to tell them that they're properly mounted secure and they're not cracked, broken, or damaged. And they're amber in color and they serve one function, and that's just for run. So they're all good there. Clearance and marker lights. Again, when I'm doing this, he's going to be standing real close to me. I'm not going to do this if they're standing away from me. I'm not going to do it. Because one thing, it may be another truck out there on the yard testing, running, and I don't want no miscommunication, and I don't want no misunderstanding. I want them to be very close proximity to me. I'm going to be talking loud, and you are too. And I know some of y'all's personalities, y'all don't talk loud, but you need to talk loud and clear. Okay? Very important. Don't holler, but just talk loud. All right, at this time, I'm going to ask them to come on, follow me over here beside the truck. And I want them close to me, again, all the time when I'm doing my pre-trip. I don't want them to, no miscommunication, no misunderstanding when I'm talking about my parts in my pre-trip. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is my windshield. My windshield is probably man secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's clean, it's clear. No illegal stickers on my windshield, and it's in good condition. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my seal around my windshield. My seal, the rubber seal around my windshield. It's not missing. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged, and it's in good condition. And also, I'm going to go ahead and tell them that my windshield is not leaking. And you're going to hear me say a little extra stuff. But remember what I told y'all yesterday. I ain't there just to get by. I ain't there to just be on medium. I'm there to impress these folks. You know what I mean? And again, you ain't got to say the windshield's not leaking. You ain't gonna fail if you don't say it. But I'm not there just to get by. I want to point out and talk about any potential thing that could, just a scenario that could happen. Okay? So that's good. My windshield wiper, my arm is properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's in good condition. My windshield wiper blade, it's not missing, it's not dry rotted, it's not cut, frayed, or damaged, and it's in good condition. I have proper tension against my windshield. Okay. My hood latch, proper mounted secure, it's not cracked, broken, bent, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, it's in good working condition, so it's good. My fender mirror, the bracket or the brace on my mount on my fender mirror, it's properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. It's in good condition. My mirror itself, it's a round convex mirror. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. There's no illegal stickers on my mirror. The seal, the gasket around my mirror is not missing. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged. It's in good condition. Oh, it's good. My right side indicator light, it's amber in color. Proper mounted secure, it's not cracked, broken, or damaged, and it can serve three functions: run, turn, and four-way. It's in good condition. My headlight, proper mount secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged, and it's in good conditions. No illegal stickers on my headlight or my indicator light, and serves two functions, high and low beam. So it's in good condition. My left side bumper is properly mounted secure. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's in good condition. My grille. This is a good indicator right here. My grille. That's illusion right there. You're looking at an illusion. That's what you're looking at, because it's brand new. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. It's in brand new condition. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present. It's in good condition. The fins on my radiator, they're none missing. They're not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the fins are good on my grill. My grill has no trash, no debris in my grill. Again, if I had trash or debris in my grill, such as leaves, papers, cups, shirts, pants, socks, shoes, whatever, in my grill, it could cause my engine to overheat. That's what it could cause. But it's clean. There's no debris, no trash in my grill, so it's good. My tag. My tag is proper mount secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. It's clean, it's clear, and it's current. It's up to date. It's in good condition. Right side bumper, proper mount secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present. And it's in good condition. The left side headlight, proper mount secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's clean, it's clear. No illegal stickers, and it can serve two functions: high and low beam. Left indicator light, proper mount secure. Amber in color. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. No illegal stickers, and it can serve three functions: run, turn, and four-way. So it's in good condition. My left side fender mirror. My mount brackets, they're proper mount secure. They're not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present, and it's in good condition. My mirror itself, my convex mirror, a little round convex mirror. It's proper mount secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's clean, it's clear, no illegal stickers. It's in good condition. Seal and gasket around my mirror. It's not missing. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged, and it's in good condition. All that's good. My windshield on the left side, proper mount secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's clean, it's clear. There's no illegal stickers on my windshield. Seal and gasket around my windshield. It's not missing. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged. It's in good condition. And also my windshield's not leaking. My windshield wiper, it's proper mount secure. The arm itself is not cracked, broken, or damaged. All the hardware is present. All the bolts are tight. It's in good condition. The blade on my wiper, it's not missing. It's not dry rotted. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged. And I also have proper tension against my windshield, so it's in good condition. My hood latch on the left side is proper mount secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. It's in good condition. Before I raise that hood, I'm going to step back out here and I'm going to look over the parts I just called out and make sure that I call everything out. And I'm just going to sort of go over everything in my mind a little bit, talk about it. You can talk out loud. If there's any doubt or any increment that you think you might have missed something, doesn't matter. Call it out twice. It does not go against you to call it out 2 times. It does go against you if you call it out 0 times. Okay? So if you got any doubt, say it again. But I think I'm good. If y'all follow along with me, it's been a week or so since I did this, okay? So that just tells you right there. What does that tell you, Kenan? If it's a week since I did this, what does that tell you?
It's just refreshing.
It tells me that I could miss something. That's how critical this is. That's how important this is to keep this every day, going over this little bit of stuff every day. Yeah, that's how important it is. And I've done this 1,000 times, y'all. Done it 1,000 times. Y'all would think, man, I can be able to do this. I can do this in my sleep. But you can't, because if you don't keep refreshing, you know, you miss it. You can lose it. Make sense? But I think I'm good. I think I called out everything. So this time I'm gonna go to the engine compartment, but I'm gonna look on the right side, left side of my truck. I'm gonna look on the right side of my truck, and I'm gonna say clear. I'm gonna raise the hood. All right. Again, I'm gonna have him or her come beside me. I'm not gonna call out any parts if they're not standing beside me. I ain't gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure they understand what I'm saying and looking at me when I'm calling my parts out. All right, so they over here. All right, on this side, again, there's no certain way that you can do this. You can do it any way you want to do it for us. Start with different parts. As long as you call out all the parts, it's no problem. No problem. I'll start with the alternator and work my way out, but you can do it any way you want to do it as long as you call them out. It don't matter. I'll start on the alternator right here. The alternator, properly managed, secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present on my alternator. And also my alternator is belt driven. It's in good condition. My electrical wires going to my alternator. My electrical wires, have 2 of them. They're not cut, spliced, frayed, or damaged, and they in good condition. My connections to my alternator, they're tight. Also, I don't have any excessive corrosion buildup on my electrical connection on my alternator, so they're good. Okay. All right, next I'm going to talk about my belt, my alternator belt. My belt is not missing, it's not twisted, it's not cut, frayed, or damaged. It's not dry rotted. It's in good condition. When I pull on my belt in between my pulleys, pull on my belt, should not pull no more than 3/4 of an inch of plate. Should not pull no more than 3/4 inch of plate. So it's good. All right. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my water pump. And how you know where your water pump is? This is your radiator hose. Follow it back down here. Water pump. You know, you get in there and put your finger on it. Water pump. Proper man secure. It's not cracked, broken, bent, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. The water pump is gear driven, and it's got liquid in it, so no leaks. No leaks. My water pump. So it's good. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my rubber hoses. My rubber hoses. First thing I'm going to say about my rubber hoses is no ABC. No abrasions, bulges, and cuts on my rubber hoses. Also, I got air and liquid, so no leaks on my hoses, on my rubber hoses. All those are good. Next thing you're going to talk about is your clamps. All my clamps. They're properly man secured, none of them missing. They're properly man secure, not cracked, broken, or damaged, and then all of them are tight. So all that's good. Alright, so I talked about my alternator, my belt, glass, hoses, and hamp. Alright, now, ready to go to the left side. I'm going to start with my air compressor. My air compressor is properly managed secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present on my air compressor. My air compressor is gear driven. And it's got air in it, so it's not leaking, my air compressor. My air governor, properly man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present, and it's not leaking. Also, my air governor cuts on at 100 PSI, cuts out or off between 120 and 125 PSI. My air governor is good. It's good. Air compressor and air governor. And I think I said my air compressor was gear driven. If I didn't, I want to make sure I clarify that.
You did.
It's good. All right. While I'm right here beside my air compressor, I'm going to go ahead and call out my dipstick, my engine oil dipstick right here. Engine oil dipstick is properly man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's in good condition. To check my engine oil, I'm going to pull my dipstick out, I'm going to wipe my oil off, I put it back in, pull it back out, and I would check my oil. If I had to add engine oil to my engine, I'd remove my filler cap, and I would add to manufacturer specification. Also, no leaks and no leaks on my dipstick and my filler cap, so that's good. Again, my filler cap is proper man secure, it's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. It's in good condition. While I'm right there, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my frame. My frame is right here. My frame. It's properly man secure, it's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. There's no illegal welds, and no illegal drill holes on my frame. So it's in good condition. I'm going to go ahead and talk about my power steering pump since they're down there. Again, if you don't know where your power steering pump is, this hose is going straight to it. This hose right here. It's leaving my reservoir on the bottom, going straight to my power steering pump. And you can't touch it, but you can point to it. Power steering pump. It's proper man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present. My power steering pump is gear driven. And it's not leaking. So it's good. Alright. When I leave there, I'm going to come back up here. And I'm going to catch my coolant reservoir. My coolant reservoir is proper man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. It's not leaking. My coolant reservoir cap, I would never remove that cap with the engine hot. I'd always wait till the engine is cool before I remove my cap. If I had to add coolant to my reservoir, I would just always add to manufacturer specification. Alright, my windshield washer reservoir, it's proper man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present. It's in good condition, it's not leaking. If I had to add windshield washer fluid, I just take the cap off and fill it up. But it's full, it's in good condition. Alright. My rubber hoses. My rubber hoses. No abrasions, no bulges, no cuts on my rubber hoses. All of them are good. And no leaks on my rubber hoses. So all those are good. My clamps to my hoses, they're not missing. And they're not broken, cracked, or damaged. And all of them are tight. And again, they're not leaking. Alright. Let's see. Good. Alright. I'm going to start right here and I'm going to talk about my steering, all my steering section. Again, once I start on my steering section, once I start talking about my steering components and parts, I'm not going to leave that section till I talk about all of them. I'm not going to swap from my suspension to my brakes. I'm not going to do that because they have to flip pages trying to keep up with me, and I don't want them to have to do that. I want them to stay on the same page that I'm talking about. I don't want them to have to switch around. So I'm going to talk about all my steering parts and components before I move on to my suspension. And this is part of my steering right here. And you can call this right here, I'm going to call it a steering linkage. You can call it a steering rod, steering cluster, steering linkage. But this is my steering linkage. It's proper man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. If I turn my steering linkage, and you're going to turn it just like this, it should not be no more than 10 degrees or 2 inches of plate in my steering linkage, so that's good. Alright, my coupling on my universal joint right here. Coupling on universal joint is proper man secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present. My coupling on the universal joint right there. Also, there's no foreign objects sticking through my coupling on the universal joint, so it's clean, it's in good condition. Alright, my power steering reservoir right here. Proper man secure. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's not leaking, and it's in good condition. If I had to add power steering fluid to my reservoir, I just remove the cap and I would add to manufacturer specification. But it's full and it's in good condition. Now these are my power steering hoses. Remember, you have to call these out specifically. You can't just say rubber hose on these hoses. You got to call them out, power steering hoses. Power steering hoses, no abrasions, bulges, and cuts, and they're not leaking. They're in good condition. The clamps on my power steering hoses, they're not missing, and all of them is getting tight, and they're in good condition. So all that's good. Alright, moving on then on steering. My steering gearbox right here. It's proper man secure. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present. and it's in good condition. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's not leaking. So it's in good condition. This is my pitman arm. Pitman arm is properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present, and it's in good condition. My pitman arm is connected to my drag link with castle nut and Carter key. Castle nut, Carter key is how my pitman arm is connected to my drag link. My drag link itself is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's in good condition. The other end of my drag link is connected to my upper control arm. Upper control arm. It's properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, which has got a castle nut and Carter key here connected to my drag link, and it's in good condition.
Where you say that was it?
Upper control arm right here. I'm just going to go ahead and tell them right now about the rest of my steering parts and components. The rest of my steering parts and components, they're properly mounted secure. They're not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and none missing, and they're in good condition. All the hardware is present, all the bolts are tight on the rest of my steering parts and components. So all that's good. All right, so that finished up my steering section, pretty much. At this time, I'm going to move on to my suspension section. Talk about my suspension parts. And I'm going to start right here on my front spring mount. My front spring mount right here. It's properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present, and it's in good condition. My middle mount, which is my axle spring mount, right here, axle spring mount. It's properly mounted secure with two U-bolts. Two U-bolts. The U-bolts themselves, they're not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the nuts are tight, and all the hardware is present on my U-bolt, so they're in good condition. Next, I have a rear spring mount. Rear spring mount. I'm going to get up on there and touch it, but I ain't going to do it because I'm going to get dirty today, but you're going to get up on there and touch it. That rear spring mount is properly mounted secure, and all you got to do is go right through there. Rear spring mounts, properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the hardware is present, all the bolts are tight, and it's in good condition. Also, my front spring mount and my rear spring mount is a rubber bushing that the spring sets on, and it's not missing. It's not cut, frayed, or damaged, and it's in good condition. Alright. My leaf springs. My leaf springs. First thing I'm going to say about my leaf springs is none missing, none broken, cracked, or damaged, none twisted, none scissored. They're in good condition. I said shifted, I think. I'm going to say it again. None shifted, none scissored. So they're in good condition. No illegal welds, no illegal drill holes on my springs. So they're good. My shock absorber. Shock absorber is properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight. All the hardware is present on my shock absorber. Also, got fluid in it, so no leaks on my shock absorber. So that's good. Alright, I think that was all on my suspension. Moving on to my brake section. First thing I'm going to talk about in my brake section is my air line, my air hose right here. My air hose. Air hose, there's no abrasion, bulges, and cuts, and it's not leaking. All the hardware is present, all the fittings are tight, and it's in good condition. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my brake chamber. My brake chamber is properly mounted secure, hydraulic secure with a metal clamp. That's hydraulic secure with a metal clamp. The metal clamp is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's tight. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present. Also, my brake chamber is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's not leaking. So it's in good condition. Alright, my push rod. Push rod is properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the hardware is present. All the bolts are tight in my push rod. My push rod is connected to my slack adjuster. Push rod is connected to my slack adjuster. It's a whole big piece here. Slack adjuster. How is it connected? It's connected with a clevis pin and Carter key. clevis pin, Carter key. All the hardware is present, and nothing missing on my slack adjuster and push rod. Also, I'm going to go ahead and tell them that with my system fully charged, and we know now what it means when I say my system is fully charged, right? Everybody understand that? Everybody knows what that means?
Yeah, 100 PSI.
120, 125 PSI. With my system fully charged and my brakes released, if I pull on my push rod and slack adjuster, should not pull no more than 1 inch of free play or free travel on my push rod and slack adjuster. So it's good. All right. My brake shoes. My brake shoes, they're not missing. They're not cut, frayed, or bent, broke, or damaged. They're not worn dangerously thin. And there's no DOG on my brake shoes, dirt, oil, or grease. So they're clean, they're good, and all hardware is present on my brake shoes. My brake drum is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the hardware is present, and there's no DOG on my brake drum. No dirt, oil, or grease on my brake drum, so it's in good condition. My inner rim is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. There's no illegal wheels on my inner rim, and it's not leaking. And I'm going to go ahead and say there's no dirt, oil, or grease on my inner rim. My inner tire, no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts. It's not leaking. It's in good condition. My tread on my tire, it's evenly worn. The minimum tread depth on my front tire is 430 seconds. And on my rear tire, on the tractor and the trailer, is a minimum of 230 seconds. But my tread depth is minimum 430 seconds. It's evenly worn, no abrasion, bulging, cuts, and it's not leaking. Also, I'm going to go ahead and tell them there's no recaps on the front. Everything should be virgin tires on the front, which means new tire, no recaps. Also, I'm going to go ahead and tell her that I have the same size tire on this side as I do that side. So I have the same size. Oh, that's good. Alright, outer tire. No abrasion, bulges, and cuts, and it's not leaking. It's in good condition. My outer rim, it's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. There's no legal wales on my outer rim. So let me back up and go ahead and say my inner tire and my outer tire is beaded or seated to my rim on the inside and the outside. So that's good. Again, my outer rim is no illegal wales, not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's not leaking. My lug nuts, properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, none missing, and they're all tight. And I don't see any shiny threads or rust trail on my lug nuts. That's an indication of loose lug nut, rust trail, shiny thread. But there's no loose trail, no shiny threads or rust trail on my lug nuts, so they're good, they're tight. My hub seal. I have a hub seal here. I have an axle seal on the rear of the truck. That axle seal, I can't check yet. I have to take it to the shop to get it checked. But my hub seal is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. All the bolts are tight, all the hardware is present, and it's not leaking. To check my hub seal, I remove my rubber cap, and I will stick my finger in the hub seal and check the oil level. If I had to add oil to my hub seal, I would just add to manufacturer specification. So it's good. Okay. Got a metal valve stem with a metal cap. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and it's not leaking. If I had to check the air in my tire, I just take an air gauge, check the air. If I had to add air to my tire, I just add to manufacturer specification. All right, that's pretty much it on approach. Everybody was following along with me?
You don't have to do window mirrors and the door lights.
That's side. That's side. Everybody good? Anybody any questions?
So when you name the rubber hoses up top, you just said that good. You don't have to name the individual ones where they go to.
If you have the split windshield like that, do you have to do a left side and a right side, or can you just do windshield?
To both sides.
What's the pressure of the car when it's hot?
I'm sorry?
What's the pressure of the car?
Big 105 probably. 105 pounds.
Okay. When you pull off that hub seal, and you You stick your finger in there.
You don't do that. You just tell them.
I understand that. But for real, how do you know if it's low? If you can't feel any oil?
Yeah, most of them got a little indicator on that. It's a clear little lens
Okay.
that you can see it in there. But yeah, if it's at least half, about up to your second knuckle. Yep. Depends on how long your fingers are. Don't
I
overdo
said
it.
that's very scientific.
Yeah. Don't, and yeah, that's really not a good way, but they just want to make sure there are some oil in that hub seal. They want you to notice that, because that's another critical part. Because what would happen would be, and I've seen this happen one time, that truck had a leak, and it's got a seal on the outside of this hub, and it's got a seal on the inside of that hub, and the inside seal can leak, and you not know it. If you don't really pay attention to your truck. That's the reason, remember when I was talking about that inner rim, I said no DOG. Because I mean, oil can get on that inner rim, that inner hub, that inner seal is leaking. But I seen this. This guy, he was hauling logs, and he